all know the
Even not used to the last part.
What the hell is that? All right, I think we're ready.
Channel dog one. Yeah, the wrong channel. It's supposed to be another one.
Okay. Oh, but we're going on the other one. Hold on.
Yeah. That was the problem.
All right, Gucci. Um. All right, let's go. Greetings, everyone. What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Java slash Mortarian, and we are live. Back at it again with some. Back at it again with yet another podcast. Yes, today is Tuesday and not Saturday. What can I say? It's gonna be a rough end of year for me, so gotta take the chance when I get them, right? Anywho's, joining me as always in the passenger seat is Living Kaiser.
Banana.
Haunted. And we have a very special guest, but she's no stranger to any of us. She ain't here yet, but hopefully she'll be here. How's my sound on your side? Good?
I mean, like, it's okay for me, but if you want to check the screen cell?
Sure. Okay, it's fine for me too, but
Screen sounds okay.
it's good?
Yeah.
Man. Alright, let me just mute in-game sound overall. Alright. We should be having. Let me just go over to the game capture. And we're Gucci, mod. There we go. Okay, so we should be having Sky. I don't know if she can make it, but she said she'll try and make it. But before anything else, Charlie's already going up. But anywho's, we have our usual fun of the day. But because I was not available on Saturday and yesterday, I'm gonna throw in a special. So today and tomorrow, I'm allowing 3 puns each. So in total, that's gonna be 6 puns for the week. So hit me with your best pun. So this segment of the stream is sponsored today by Charlie Uni. Charlie Uni, punning me since 2016. And I think we
That
have
was
how much
2016.
time?
That was 2016.
It just rolls off the tongue better. Anywho, so she said, how do cars greet each other? Long time no see. Second one is, what kind of driver never gets a ticket? A screwdriver. Oh God. What's another name for a used car salesman? What? A car dealologist?
Ideologist.
Oh my gosh. Anyways. So she got her 3. She'll get her. I barely heard that T. Fine, let me just go over it. How do cars greet each other? Long time no see. Girl, better you guy empty. Anyways, alright, what are we gonna do today? What we're driving? We're driving a Kenworth truck. And we're gonna be transporting Kenworth truck. A Kenworth truck carrying Kenworth trucks. 65k is still in the car. Yeah, see it? Kaiser, you good?
Yeah. We're good. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm here.
Alright, so we have Kenworth transporting Kenworth trucks from Rock Springs to Seattle.
More truck driving trucks.
Yeah. Either that or we transport a harvester from Burlington
All right, let's
to
go.
Salmon.
Let's travel. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's do that one.
Harvester.
Oh wait, no. Yaman, Saman.
So
Never mind. No. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not fish. We are not fish. We're not fish. We're not fish. The one Mark call us real quick.
yeah, man. Hey, I soon get to that. All right, so we're doing Kenworth trucks. All right, we're gonna get that 65,000 plus. Let's go. Okay, so all right, dog. So I was in waiting for lunch, right? And there was a security guard, dog. So no, two security guard and they're friends, right? So I asked the security guard by the lunch for him. Same side, cool. And I'm just there minding my own business. When out of nowhere, I hear, yo, Mark! I'm nearly say yo in a dog. Me nearly just say yo in a dog, like out of, yo, Mark, yo. So I heard it and I'm like, so I start look round in my head and I hear it again and I'm like, yo, Mark. And I almost said yo. Mark actually.
Man, why didn't you say yo?
Don't know that. I think you probably distressed. I should have said yo for you. Anywho's, hosted 4 trucks that
Good question.
gonna be a careful imagine. Alright, so what's up? Gucci?
Yeah, dog. Random scene Tuesday afternoon stream, nighttime. This is very fitting. We're night driving. Hopefully the truck don't break down as usual. Something always happen to the truck at night for some strange reason.
Exactly. Over there, same way. In the news, get the news out of the way. Nothing much, to be honest with you. Well, let me just
Nothing much yet.
Not much yet. Of course, everybody and their cat knows that Black Friday is coming up. It's actually this
Indeed.
Friday. So, if you want that thing you always wanted from January of this year, you could probably get it on Black Friday.
I mean, the thing about it is that two things I really want to see. Well, one thing I really want to get is an extra RAM cartridge to put in my laptop.
Mhm.
And then what was it? See what games on Steam are going to be on sale. That's what I really want to see.
Okay. Right. Adjust the sound a bit. Speaking of Steam, game-wise, of course, the whole world knows that Pokemon Shining Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out.
BDSP.
No, because I do not want to say BSM by accident.
Oh wow, you get it.
What do you mean?
Well, I'll say BDSP then.
Feeding offense.
Bruh.
That's $1,000 gone off.
Q police.
Man. Right, so Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl dropped last week Friday for Switch. Should get Roger for that podcast specifically for Pokemon.
Yeah.
What else?
How have you been enjoying it? What have you done so far? Tell the people, because I can't see you stream. You're not streaming it.
I'm going to get into that. Oh, Autumn Steam sale may be coming soon. Soon meaning tomorrow. Because, Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up. So yes,
Yeah.
how has Pokemon been for me? It's very nostalgic, I must say. It reminds me a lot of back in the day, freaking DS days of playing Pokemon Diamond. It's amazing. I have to say let me adjust the sound. Right, I have to say they did a good job in terms of working the graphics. I thought, funny enough,
obviously,
yes, it's a remake, right? Funny enough, I saw this person tweeted that people be sleeping on the fact that he can actually stand in the middle of the Pokeball floor mat or whatever it may be in the Poke Center. For years, they couldn't do that.
No, you could never actually do that because it was a 2 block or 2 pixel wide thing.
Yes, right. But someone pointed it out and said, you can actually stand in the middle of it. I'm like, bro, you're right. And I tried it and it's true. You can legit do that. So it's a little thing.
We stand character development.
It's on Pokemon Center development.
That too.
Joining
welcome.
us is Sky.
Hi, I'm half dead and eating mashed potatoes.
What was it? Jesus, I just saw something on Twitter that had to do with mashed potatoes.
Is it good?
No, well, maybe depends on the context of what you mean by good.
I'm scared, so
I
don't
already
say
don't
it.
want to know. I already don't want to.
No, shit. If I get the phrasing, it'll be fine. Something mashed potatoes. It's like super invested in mashed potatoes or some shit like that.
Well, I'm very invested in this bowl of mashed potatoes that I have here because I've only been able to eat mashed potatoes for the past 3-4 days, something like that.
4 days.
Oh my.
A steady diet of mashed potatoes and pudding. I chanced cutting up chicken into really tiny pieces, like extremely tiny. I'm not even joking, right? It's smaller than how you would cut it up for a baby who's just getting into solid food. That bad.
So how's being a baby?
Cutting chicken that small?
Yeah.
Why? No,
Just
it's
to,
why. Not that.
so I can lessen the amount of chewing that I have to
Oh
do.
yes, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Your chewing capabilities have been reduced. They nerfed your
Yeah.
chewing recently.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
nerfed
heard
it. Hopefully in another week it'll be fine.
they'll make her OP again.
I'm assuming
see-
you're here because you can talk at least.
Yeah, it's not, the pain isn't so bad, so I can talk, but I'm awaiting the moment that I can like completely eat solid food, and I'm gonna get a box lunch of oxtail and rice and peas. I'm gonna go to town on it.
I just
I thought you were
want
going
to
to say
know.
something about steak for a split second there. I'm like, yeah, okay, good.
I just want to know.
Yeah,
How's the oxtail your side? Is it
America?
legendary?
When it's-
Yeah.
Yo, the oxtail shut in. There's a nice Jamaican like restaurant
Alright, yeah,
near
that's all
the
I need to
house.
hear. Never mind. Say nothing. You tell me it was some white person making this oxtail. I'll be like, yo, where's the Jamaican card?
No. We're not deal with that, right? It's a Jamaican shop, right? Even though it's technically called Caribbean hot pot, but it's them literally have Jamaican flag around the place, right?
Listen, how I envision
But-
Jamaican food joints in America is you go through this one brother, he ain't even beating about him name, him give a screw face and say, yo. And he say your order, and him shout out the order to one brother when he mark.
Let me back up that. For a second. Hi, welcome. And then when he realizes you're a Jamaican, oh, why you are?
We were
Exactly.
yeah, you see, so you realize, say, oh, it's Jamaican. You say, yo, dog, we want. So yo, just give me oxtail and rice. And of course, it has to be some dude with name Mark. Say, yo,
For
Mark,
some reason.
yo,
Yo!
oxtail and rice and peas. We don't have that. We don't have that, man.
Wanna
Never.
fried chicken.
Give me fried chicken, breast and thigh leg out. And you stay there after, and you select where you
Breast
want
and-
and it.
Breast and thigh. First of all, breast and thigh as a combination, so you must be mad.
Yo, they would
You
never
gotta-
do that, but that would
breast
be
and thigh-
amazing though.
Yeah,
Leg
breast
and
thigh
thigh
with it.
or breast and wing.
Oh yeah. Leg and thigh.
That's the combination. You need a small piece of chicken with a good piece of chicken. And then go about your business. You can't have two good piece of chicken in one box. That man.
Exactly.
Of course you can. What you talking about? Bruh.
So go to a
They don't
KFC
even
and
do that at KFC.
go
They
order
don't.
a breast
Thank you.
and a fucking thigh right now. 2-piece breast and thigh. Let me see. Let me
Alright.
see you do that.
Alright.
They wouldn't
you know,
even do that for a 3-piece.
of course they would. What you talking about?
No.
wouldn't have
They
done that
have
for
it.
3-piece.
They have it on the board there. They will give you a breast and a wing and a rib, or a leg and a thigh and a rib. They're not going to give you a breast and a thigh and a leg or any other combination like that. The only time you go and get breast and thigh in the same thing is if you order a bucket. Or one of the
that's why
big
I get
boxes.
them
That's why
because my honor
KFC
bucket.
sucks. Because KFC doesn't understand that the power is in leg and thigh or breast and wing. You're on one of those fences.
You know, so it's
Thank
an
you for me,
entire
I'm on leg
country
and
just
thigh,
strip
man.
up a
I'm
while
sorry.
ago, right?
What is it?
It's an entire country just strip up a while ago.
What's that?
No more strip it up.
You said KFC sucks. So it's like, I think
Yeah, no,
entire-
that is why KFC sucks. But people not gonna stop by KFC food. I won't deny that.
oh no.
I'm just saying it sucks
Listen.
because they separate it as breast, leg, and thigh wing. And I'm like,
Mm.
no, the combination is leg and thigh, breast and wing. You don't do that.
Listen,
Exactly, because it's a quarter of the chicken. Whenever you go to any sort of chicken joint, them say leg and thigh or breast and wing, right? That's how it's supposed to go. But KFC is just dirty. And mind you, disclaimer here, I'm vehemently against KFC in Jamaica, right? Specifically the KFC up at UA, because I had food
Preach it.
up there, right? And make I tell you something, the running belly that I did have for like
Jesus.
the 3 days after that, I had grapes. I literally thought that I was going to die, right? 100 out of 10 would not eat KFC up there again. I have not had KFC in 3 years because of them.
Nice.
Thank you for coming to
Yui,
my TED Talk.
for those who don't know, UA is one of the universities in Jamaica. So yeah, big up yourself. Um, one of the things that I always wonder, like, why is KFC doing this in JA?
What is KFC doing in JA?
Listen,
Like, why are
every
they
American fast food
advertising?
company has like franchised in different countries, right? And they ended up getting franchised in Jamaica, right? And I think it's under the restaurants of Jamaica. I think there are like two
Yes.
places that does the restaurant franchising in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes you'll go to one restaurant and you'll get sauce from a different restaurant. That's happened before. It was really weird, but the franchise, it's been in Jamaica for several years, and it's still popular, and that's why it's still there, even though things are expensive. And I'm pretty sure that a zinger is nearly $1,000 now, or probably even
Girl,
more. I haven't gone to.
Probably over
it's getting
1,000 now.
there. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
It's not over
It's not.
1,000 yet. I thought
No.
it'd be over 1,000 by now.
No, it's not over 1,000 yet. It's getting there, but not yet. Like, listen, for the life of me, I don't understand why they're freaking advertising. Like, you have a whole island under your wings.
No
Your
pun
little clucky
intended.
wing. Your little clucky wing. And you're doing ads. Like, you don't need ads. You just say, yo, we're open. Alright, that's it. Millions of dollars made in a year.
Coca-Cola company, tell that to Pepsi, tell that to Starbucks, tell that to.
Alright, I forgot Starbucks is in Jamaica.
Yeah, Starbucks is not thing here. Divert. Starbucks is a thing too, yes. But just because I can't drink coffee, I just swear it doesn't matter.
Oh, you can't drink coffee, poor soul. Yeah, please explain.
Alright, so it messes with my system, right? Like, I used to try and drink it, but like, let's just say it doesn't go well with my tummy, so it's like, yo, nah. Like, I get really nauseous to the point of almost fainting.
Whoa. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so I'm like, just give me my Milo. I'm good.
Yeah, Milo good. But like for me in terms of coffee, like at some point, well, throughout most of university, I was running on coffee. You could like cut me open and then coffee would come out instead of blood. I was just like, well, let me get a Nescafe every morning at Juicy. Or like when I was in the animation program, I big up myself and decided to go up to Boardwalk and decided, okay, I'm going to get a 16-ounce coffee with like extra condensed milk, and this will help me. This will let me, stay awake and all that jazz. I'm
not a heavy coffee drinker, and I as me and my mother tend to coin it. I love coffee flavored stuff, so I'm not like, I don't drink black coffee. Black coffee is disgusting.
Amen.
And I don't drink coffee over a certain amount in my cup. So
essentially you like coffee in your sugar or coffee
I like
in
to
your
say it. I
milk.
like to say it as I prefer coffee flavored milk.
There you go.
So I just like put a little bit of coffee in my cup, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of condensed milk, and whichever Nescafe thing I'm feeling at the time, whether it be French vanilla, mocha, or the regular, and just fill that with water.
I see.
And that's me for the rest.
No, I take a little bit of variety sometimes, right? So most of the times it will be coffee with condensed milk. That's the easiest form, right? That instant coffee with condensed milk. Sometimes I will do the percolated coffee with a coffee creamer. I like hazelnut creamer, French vanilla.
I haven't tasted hazelnut, but people have got me on French vanilla.
Hazelnut is amazing. You should try it the next time you have coffee. There's also so a good couple years ago, right? Mommy and I found Bailey's coffee creamer in the supermarket, and it was on sale. So of course it was on sale. So we had to go and buy it, right? So we bought the coffee creamer and bought the coffee. It was amazing. It's like Bailey's without the alcohol in there, and it was just so tasty. And like, I wasn't able to find that coffee creamer after that, and I was ridiculously sad about it. It's literally been over 5 years, but I still remember that coffee creamer because it was so good. It was really good.
You sound like you're talking to me in spirit when it came to cakes.
Did you have dreams about it?
Oh yeah.
Don't think so.
Oh, so it wasn't that good then.
No. It was excellent. It was excellent, right? But I don't think I've had any coffee-based dreams. No. Nothing that I can recall.
Okay. I'm out of that room because I can't drink that stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
But the thing is, you could try and put like a creamer in your Milo, because most creamers are like dairy based, or you can get a non-dairy creamer as well.
Nah, girl. And I love my Milo pure. Like I just want it to be maybe little tubs of sugar, but mild.
Okay, so you just have Milo without milk and without sugar. You just have the Milo right there in the cup.
Yeah,
in other words, he likes his Milo like he likes his women black.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Since we've now migrated over to Milo, let me tell you how I do my Milo sometimes. So, recently I've been having it without sugar and a little bit of almond milk.
Almond milk.
It's very. Yeah, because
you know what? She can talk about almond milk all she wants. We can't call you Mark on this one.
I'm not saying anything. It's not even marked. It just it strikes me as new. You use almond milk?
New? That's not new. Almond milk is now become the hit craze of the century.
Well,
you're not cool if you're not drinking almond milk.
The reason for the almond milk is because I'm not lactose intolerant, but I can't take dairy very well, right? So when I was little, I used to drink soy milk a lot, but it migrated over to almond milk in like recent years. So we usually get the unsweetened vanilla almond milk because I don't really like how the original sweetened one milk. So the one with vanilla has a bit more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be the Milo and the unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then there one time, not one time. So my dad introduced me to mixing Milo with peanut butter.
What?
Peanut butter. No, it didn't taste like Nutella, but it tasted more close to a Reese's cup. So you know the age-old combination
Oh.
of chocolate and peanut butter.
Okay, chocolate and
So
peanut butter. Okay, I see
yeah,
where that goes.
and then a little bit of almond milk, of course.
A
So
little bit of
that
Monica
combination
in
is
my life. I'm sorry.
so that's a nice combination as well. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, like mixing your Milo with the creamer. The other day I had hazelnut creamer and I mixed it with my Milo. Perfection.
Charlie,
It
you
just
know
gives
what
it.
to do. Get rid of this, please.
It just gives you a nice, different flavor variations, so you're not just having the same thing over and over again. I like variety.
I'm not a variety. I can't say I'm a variety person. I'm more of a. I found what's good. I'm sticking with what's good. Sad to
Yeah, I
say,
get
but
that.
sometimes it always works out. Like, in Jamaica, the Japanese restaurant called Soro. Every
Oh
time I
yes,
go
sorry,
there,
it's excellent.
every time I go there, it's always the teriyaki hot plate. I cannot get enough of it. It is so good.
You know, I haven't been to
Once I
Surrey in
tasted
a
it the first time, I
while.
was just like, there's nothing to go back to.
There's nothing to
The
go back
last
to.
time I went to Sora was before the pandemic.
Oh
There you go.
no.
Yeah, I think the last time I had some sushi rolls with my friends and some ramen, and it was really good. Unfortunately,
You
the
speak of
pandemic.
ramen, man. Freaking
Mm?
ramen shop in Little Tokyo. It's not Little Tokyo. Fuck. What's the name of the place?
East
East
Japanese,
Japanese?
Yeah,
Anna?
East Japanese. Yeah, East Japanese noodles. There's never going to be another branch better than East Japanese noodles, hands down.
Oh, they're the ones that specifically do the
Yeah,
ramen noodles, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever went there, but when I went, okay,
Oh.
when I went there after graduation, yeah, I think that was around the time I went there. I did order ramen, and it did. I think because the noodle branch was like next door, they got it from there, and the noodles were
That's what
very
that's what they
nice.
did. East Japanese in Marketplace, no?
Yeah,
They moved
Yeah, that's
actually
what they
to New Kingston.
Yeah, they moved to
Yeah.
New Kingston recently.
yeah. So I heard, and I'm kind of a little, I'm a little bummed about that. Just a little bit.
Be bummed. Be bummed. It's not as better as you would think it would be. It's not that better.
Oh Lord.
One
They-
of
they-
my
they-
CPJ is not good.
One
In
one
my
of the
opinion.
things for this whole pandemic though was when East Japanese moved to Kingston, like there was a legit party every freaking Friday though. Like I went to one with some friends of ours and it was lit. Mark, I couldn't hear properly for like 2 days, but it was lit. You know, and
Erp.
every Friday.
This Jamaican party doesn't deafen you for 3/4 of the rest of the year.
Man, this is why I can't do parties, guys. I need my hearing.
Reach it. I'm
Amen.
like, I don't enjoy going out anyways. That's like a full stop for me.
Yeah, I like my four corners in my room. This is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like sitting down with the ability to snuggle up in my bed if I felt like. To watching whatever the hell I feel like, listening to whatever the hell I feel like, and playing whatever the hell I feel like.
Having the
Amen.
ability to hear. Having
I mean,
the ability to hear.
It kind of depends, because it's like sometimes the neighbors might decide to have a party and then them playing the loud music, and then
Girl,
you're
don't get
trying
me
to
started.
like.
Don't get me started.
Man,
Do not get
you
me
say
started.
having a party of like you mean having a casual day.
Do not get me started.
Saturday, my man's up the road was blasting his music. I forgot who lives up the road to me. Man, it's a popular athlete. Not you,
Mhm.
obviously.
Right
And
now.
man was blasting his soca music.
Oh
Jesus.
Lord.
For most of the day, I'm like, yeah, dog, go on, do what you want.
Jamaica does have a noise pollution problem, though, because like you'll just be driving around and people have their window down and then they play music like it's a boombox, right?
Fam.
And you just
Like,
sir, do you still have your hearing? Are
What?
your ears intact,
What?
sir?
My year?
What?
What are you talking about? 4-year-old now.
Listen, I was walking along the boulevard last weekend, and I'm out here walking, and I'm freaking hearing some Gregory Isaac stuff, and it's not like it's soft. I'm talking like freaking, you know, when you're breaking the sound barrier. Yeah, it was that loud. It was that loud. And I'm looking to see where this dude is playing.
The sound's breaking the sound barrier.
Exactly. And all I saw was this big black speaker box pushed out of the back of a car. And I'm looking at the driver, and the man just a bounce to the beat, you know. So me know say me hearing shot, you know. Cause to him it's like, oh, I'm speaking to you guys. But to everybody it's like, turn this shit off, bro. Or at least turn it down, you know. But the man just blazed it, and you know, it's when the light turns green and him drive off, it's like it gets louder. It just gets louder, and I don't understand.
That's not how sound works. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, but listen, Jamaica, activities in Jamaica defies physics, okay? It defies physics.
Clearly.
I'm like, you might be right. But
Oi! Brother, you can't drive.
That's the word I'm looking. What that truck say? Yo, speed up. I want to see what that truck say.
Sim can't catch up to him. The truck them heavy in us, so I'm still going.
Sorry, dog.
No, man,
Oh, yeah,
can't
I
catch
think
him.
I probably asked this before, but you're not using a wheel, are you? You're using a controller or your keyboard?
Keyboard. I don't have space. I don't have space for my
Yeah, so
okay.
he's using the regular piano and mouse. Sorry, piano and rat. That's what I meant to say.
Piano and rat. Lord have mercy.
Plastic and Sons.
So, Plastic and Sons?
Yeah.
Plastic? What kind of name that?
No,
Pleasure.
No, it's not. What?
Plaster.
Oh, Plaster.
No, that's Plaster.
But I go on if you have one.
What kind of last name is Plaster?
I was about to go and try and make a joke because it said plastic, but since it says plaster, I can't make a joke.
Make the joke.
I can't make the joke.
Yes, I'm the joke. I'm speeding up this a while ago. You're in this driver's seat as well. You're here to cuss out every other driver just like we are.
Oh, that's what we're here for. We're also commentary, cussing off.
Yeah.
Commentary and cussing off the drivers. Okay. Let's see. Plaster.
No, go with the plastic thing. I want to actually hear what you're about to say. Plastic and Sons. How could you make that bad?
Well, I was gonna wonder what sort of plastics that they're, delivering. Is it like plastic containers or plastic, implements that are used in adult activities?
You know something.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You're sorry. No, he bad drive us.
You're not sorry.
Yeah, well, that's their thing there. No, they're not Plaster and Sons. They're now Plastic and Sons.
Plastic and Sons. Adult toys.
We'll work with that. It's all good.
We made
Charlie.
the finest toys for your sons.
BB's friend.
Wait.
Yes, Naraka made it.
Actually,
extension in the background. You are correct.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's literally like a gay company where they make these plastics for sons instead of making them for.
Oh no!
I don't know why man went there, dog. I don't know why.
It's to bad them up. That's the whole point.
Well, we're badding up the truck that bad drived you. So
Yeah, so that's
let's go and add more to that story.
Let me speed up, Steve.
They probably have plastic asses in the truck bed, so that further corroborates the theory. You're welcome.
Maybe.
Question mark?
Nope.
Plastic Swiggy Swooty plastic booty.
Facts. Let's go. That's their motto. That's their motto now.
That's their motto. That's their slogan. Yeah. That's their slogan for sure.
I'm dying. I really shouldn't be laughing this much because my mouth is starting to hurt.
We're so sorry.
Probably should take my medicine soon though. What time is it?
Speaking of plastic, who's ready for spray on abs?
Tell me more about this spray on abs.
Spray on abs is a Geo character that wields a Geo Claymore. But I like to say he swings his big daddy down left, right, and center.
I just want to know, this will never replace what's his name?
Lord and Savior, never. Absolutely.
He will never replace. Exactly. He will never replace our Lord and Savior Morax, Rex Lapis.
Without him, he could never swing his big daddy dog.
Exactly.
That bitch crashed into us. That bitch crashed into us.
I know, cause I slowed down and got my indicator up.
Someone crashed? I didn't even see that part. Oh!
Yeah,
look
was
right behind the blue sedan.
Oh my.
Just go over here and get some fuel.
So him not try drive like a careful, him just come and just crash into people so?
No, it's a taximan. taximan mentality. Can beat this truck in a dog. Can beat this truck. Boom, lick into the truck. Yo dog, where you drive for?
You need to me. You need to me.
I don't
understand why taximan asks a question, like you can ask big truck driver, you know see me? No? Where no. Each up under my truck for?
You know see me? First of all.
Exactly, like you don't see me? Like you just did it? Each up under my truck? Oh my god, did this? Okay, I make a right turn. Shoot.
But yeah, actually, hold on. Sky, did you see the announcement of the two new characters? Shenhua and Yunjin.
Okay, so I saw them, but I didn't see the official announcement. And I saw some fan art because my friends in the Genshin group that I'm in, of course, they're literally on top of everything. So they literally went nuts. People already doing fan art of the two of them, and I'm just like, oh lord. Man, if this was not a PG stream, I would tell you about the fan art. Jesus, these people work fast.
Very fast.
Listen, out here doing the Lord's work. Okay?
Well, maybe not the Lord's work, but they're doing some work.
As far as they are concerned, it's the Lord's work, fam. Like, you can't tell them otherwise.
If you know what I'm referencing, I don't think you want to call that the Lord's work.
I think I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm referencing to. It's not really the Lord's work, but they're doing some decent work.
We'll just preface it to say that it's the rather suspicious part of the fandom with with suspicious things.
Literally, the announcement came out today.
Okay.
Literal hours.
Some of them work in literal minutes. It's ridiculous. Like they'll just like post a work in progress sketch and then 2 seconds later then post, hey, I finished this, and I'm just like, yo, dude, like the character came out 2 seconds ago. Calm down.
I don't blame them, honestly. Like we're talking about Shenhua right now. Shenhua is a work of art, honestly.
She is. And the thing is, one of the things I looked at, like apparently she's one of the Clown Retainer's disciples, so that kind of goes
an exorcist. So part of Chungyun's faction, and she's the disciple of Cloud Retainer.
Oh.
Actually, funny enough, I saw a meme of Cloud Retainer. So you know how Ganyu doesn't like to be told that. Oh, but sorry, it doesn't like when Claude Retainer talks because he's scared about
Yeah.
Claude Retainer talking about her. It now has jumped to Shenhua because it took
I saw
it
that
took her in as a
one.
child too.
I saw that one. So there was a picture of both Ganyu and Shenhua like covering Cloud Retainers.
Yeah, he's right.
Silence, woman. Silence.
But
Cause
Ganyu
Shenhua
and
just
Shenhua were a baby. They bird.
I nearly cried. It was hilarious.
Bro,
Oh my
I love
gosh.
it so much.
But yeah, I wonder if I'm wondering if she's gonna be like a 5-star or a 4-star, and where she's
I
gonna.
think Shenhua is a 5-star. I think Shenhua is going to be a 5-star, and Yunjin is going to be a 4-star.
And this, I think, what is 2.4? Lord, I'm only at 2.3. I think the update is going through right now, isn't it?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
9 o'clock on the dot.
Ooh, okay. You know, I should hook up my TV and prepare for that. Probably
we're
plug in my
streaming it right
Ethernet
now.
cord too.
You
Yeah, okay.
pre-installed?
No, PS4 doesn't do pre-installation.
Oh, that sucks, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put my Ethernet cord in my PlayStation for it to go faster.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, makes sense.
Man, yeah.
Yeah. I think I have about 30 fates saved up, so I don't know if I'm actually going to try and get Albedo or Eula, or if I'm just going to wait for Ito. But I already have a 5-star Geo character, and I kind of wanted Eula from before. But then I also kind of wanted Albedo, so, you know, decisions.
Man, this patch is going to be a bitch for you, clearly. Because
Yep.
you want spray on abs? Do you want the boy homunculus, or do you want absolutely brilliant and well-designed attack animations?
Yeah, decisions. They're just murdering me. I don't know why they put 2 character things at the same thing, and then it's the same 4 stars on both of their banners. So it's Rosario, Bennett, and I forget who the other one was on the banner.
Yeah, I think I will lean towards Jennifer's response. Someone shell out the soul for cash. Yeah, sounds about right.
Not money for that.
Of course they do.
That, you mean?
Of course you do. Whale away.
No.
Sir, I am not wailing for anything. The only thing that go and get paid is Welkin Moon and or Battle Pass, right? The Battle Pass is kind of a little bit questionable, because sometimes if I reach the 50, I will buy it because I'm just like, you know what? I worked for it. I deserve it. Let me go and get it, right?
Man, if that was the excuse to get the Battle Pass every time, I would have to get the Battle Pass every time.
But like Wilkin, I will get, because I mean you get a nice amount of primogems over the course of the 30 days, so I'm just like, okay, that's fine. But you're not gonna find me buying a bunch of Genesis crystals to go and try and do pulls. We're not going down that route. We're not doing
Rosaria,
that. Absolutely
Noel,
not.
and Bennett are 4 stars.
Yeah, those are the bosses on the banner.
I was trying to remember who it was, but you see, I've tossed poor Noelle to the wayside that I keep on forgetting about her.
I'm like, funny enough, this patch is literally the Geo patch outside of Jungle.
Clearly.
This is literally... actually, no, I should say it as, this is the defense Geo patch. Where all the defense Geo scaling characters exist on this patch alone. Outside of that, we have Jungle who scales with HP.
Wait, hold on. They were released who would be going on alongside Ito?
Goro.
I know
Well,
Goro,
outside of Goro, no, they haven't stated the other two.
Because what are the odds of like Ningguang or like if there's another Geo 4-star there?
3 characters on one banner? I don't think they're stupid enough to do that.
It would be so ridiculous. I mean, I would giggle about Geo supremacy, but at the same time, that would be a bad move if it was all Geo characters on one banner.
Exactly. Which is why I'm just like, no.
They probably might end up putting like one character from Inazuma. Well, hold on. They already have Gore, so they probably might put like a Mondstadt or a Leah character on it. Likely a
What's
Pyro
that?
or an Electro.
They're like probably official.
Yeah, I was thinking
Maybe
official too when I was thinking of Electro.
official could go on that. Razor might.
Oh,
Chongyun? Has
Razor
Chongyun
hasn't been on.
been in
Yeah,
banner?
Chongyun was there recently. He was on Tartalia's banner.
Okay, so it's not Chongyun. Chongyun would not be there.
Shinshu.
Xingqiu could be on that banner actually. Yeah, we haven't had Xingqiu.
We
Oh.
haven't had Razor for a while either.
Yeah, so that's why it's probably going to either be official or Razor and Xingqiu. Xingqiu might be the other character.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Xingqiu doesn't pair with Ito. And Official also can pair with Ito well as well. It's not bad.
Huh. Not bad at all. I kind of want another Zhongli banner soon.
That might not happen.
I know it might not happen for another couple months, because clearly Tartaglia is a favorite child. So we're probably gonna have like 5 more child banners before we get
Irony.
another Zhongli.
But irony, puns included, yeah.
Yeah, he is a favorite child. And it's not upsetting because I did get him on that last rerun and I was quite happy about it. Because I think I had started playing just a bit before his first rerun, and I wanted him. I wanted him so bad. And then I think Mona just came in and she was like, "Hi, look at me in my stockings." And I was like, "God,
Hey,
damn it, Mona."
But I'm gonna geo-pillow block you right now, and you just gotta accept it.
Essentially. But then Zhongli's well, I think I've told the story before. So Zhongli's banner was right after that, and you know, before you do your pulls, you're gonna do a test run, and you're just like, oh, you're gonna see if you like the character or whatever, right? And I've heard of Zhongli before, right? I don't think I'd reached his story quest at that point yet. So I go in and I'm testing him out, and I'm just like, what is this foolishness? I don't know, like, he wasn't doing anything for me. He wasn't doing himself any favors for me. And I was just like, oh, he's not really selling for me. Like, I'm not really wanting him. What? It wasn't working out.
Shane?
So after
I had this game, Shane. Oh, I'm sorry, I was speaking to my chat. Jennifer said get C6 child. Thunderbird Shane asking me if I had this game. I was saying yeah. Well, he's saying, oh yeah, I have the wheel and stick and everything, bruh.
Him said driver.
Don't stop
Him
at
said
all,
driver.
Right? Yeah, Shane said driver. Like, I don't play Convoy either because I like you, I thought no one really plays this thing, to be honest with you. But yeah, I do that. I just do it for podcast. Continue.
Yep,
folks.
just a podcast.
But yeah, I did the test run, wasn't impressed, but I still did a pull on the banner anyway. I think I ended up getting him on a guarantee, right? And I didn't know the difference between pity and guarantee at the time because this was still early on when I started playing regularly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, we'll try and work with this. All right, Zhongli, let's go. Right? And you know, learned how to use him properly. I kind of have him like.
Was this when his rerun banner came out?
Yeah, his rerun. So that was around
this was
April.
Post-buff. This is post-buff Zhongli.
Yeah. So like I was still confused at this point, right? But I worked on him, kind of built him. Yeah, I think I have a pale flame set on him. That's all of them are at 20 right now. I do need to get him a different pole arm, but he is kind of my No, I have the prototype Star Glistle.
No.
I know that's not the right one, but you know, I'm I decided to go for fashion instead of function because
Really?
Wow.
because I'm
I guess
stupid.
and you didn't go tenacity of the millennium. Well, I guess you can't see tenacity of the
Sir,
millennium
sir,
on your
sir.
characters. You're right.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I was stupid at the time, and I'm just like, oh, he looks pretty with a proto star glitter. I'm gonna put that on it because it matches his outfit.
Lol.
And I did.
Lol.
That was
Now you have to do the weight something.
that was the entire reasoning behind it, right? I've been trying to like get better at like trying to meds out the stats on the weapons to actually put the correct weapons on characters. So a lot of my other characters do have weapons that are better suited for them, but I just haven't gotten around to making the crescent pike for Zhongli yet. I think I don't have the polearm belay yet, and that's why I haven't
Oh.
done it.
Okay.
So
no, that's not
it's
surprising. Actually, no.
it's
If
a
you do
work.
weeklies enough,
Yeah, if I do
Good.
them enough, but sometimes when I do the weeklies, I don't get the
yeah,
belay.
no, don't worry. I
A
get
lot of the
I get
time.
weeklies like twice a month, and I'm talking about 2
Mhm.
billets every month.
Yeah, most of the times I do it, I just get the normal
Whee! Easy. Heal.
the normal rewards and not
Yeah.
the belay, and it's kind of a little bit frustrating because I mean, I know that it's not a guarantee, but you'd think
Yeah,
that you'd at
yeah,
least
no,
get
you don't
one
get-
belay every week or something.
Yeah. I think that should be the case. I think you should be guaranteed like 1 billet every week. I'd be
At
okay with
least
it.
at least one, so that it would be easier for you to try and do weapons, because it's not like you can do some of the weeklies like more than once to go and try and get rewards from it more than once, because for the trounce domains you can only do that once a week to get rewards. You mean you can do the fight again, right?
Yeah,
But you're not gonna get the
that works.
reward, right? The only trounce domain that I would probably do again, just because I like the music, is one for Tenshikaku. That is the only one.
Tenshikaku? Which one is that?
I'm not saying the name of the boss because Java hasn't reached there yet.
Oh. Okay, alright, there we go. Alright.
There you go.
Yeah, say less, fam. Say less. I understand.
The music, perfection, beautiful. Every week I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna fight it. You right? Anywho, so that's the situation with Zhongli.
in
Hold
Niue. Those two are favorite music.
Oh yeah,
boss
that
musics.
the trounce domain in Nyantiamen.
Yeah.
That one is really nice as well. I love the music there too, but I do like the Phase 1 music better than the Phase 2 music, which is kind of an unpopular opinion. I love the both of them. You know?
That's a massive unpopular opinion.
No,
You're
no,
lying.
Okay, I love the both of them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love the both of them, but I do like the first one a little bit better than the second one.
So the person that does that for me is actually Child. I love Child's first phase music, but Child's second phase music is not as good in my opinion. I just love Child's first phase. I could sit there and listen all day.
Did you listen to the version from the concert though?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, the concert version sounds better than the one that you hear when you're in the battle itself.
I mean, like, of course, concert versions are top tier.
Yeah.
This
But-
is true.
Hold on a minute.
So,
Well,
what music
we-
have you enjoyed with Java?
Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Genshin soundtracks, glorious.
No, sir, we know, but tell us what you enjoyed now that you've experienced some of it. Tell us what
Yes, please
soundtracks
do.
you enjoy. What?
I'm gonna be on
Once
mute
that
for a little
soundtrack-
bit though.
All right,
Okay.
that's fine. I'll drive him to talk about it. Speak your mind. Pick your song.
Yes, I must say I love I love Storm Terror's soundtrack. I love Leeway. I think Leeway's soundtrack on a whole, it encompasses like, it's like when you go to Asia and you have a certain expectation of how Asian music sound, like, China and all of that. It does a great job of
You have
doing
to be
that.
very specific because there is a Japanese region in Genshin, so you have to specifically say Chinese music.
Yeah. That's why I was careful. Yeah, the Chinese aspect of it really, Leeway has it, and I have to say I think I love Leeway soundtrack so far.
More than that's a popular opinion. That's a massively huge popular opinion. Everybody prefers Leeway over Mondstadt.
Leeway is top tier. Like Mondstadt isn't bad it's great.
Yeah, no. No one's saying Mondstadt is bad. It's just that Leeway, out of the two, Leeway was just like shot you out of the park.
Yeah.
When I first went into Leeway and heard the combat music, I was just like, all right, looks like I'm still living in Leeway for the rest of my life. I like you Chinese people. You're amazing.
Like legit. Ever since I discovered Leeway, like every time I play, I just want to go to Leeway. Just for the music. Like, bro.
Whether the combat music or just the environment music on a whole.
Leeway, dog.
Leeway. But the only thing is that can't wait till you hit Inazuma, brother. You're going to be speechless. Inazuma's music is up there in terms of absolute gorgeousness.
Jesus. I can't wait. I can't wait. Are we gonna sleep here?
Rest up.
Shane said
it's 3 o'clock in the night. Cargo truck going broke down and we're gonna have a problem.
You gonna have problem.
And up we go.
This is spooky session now. Shane said that girl's voice is distinct. Yes, it's everyone's favorite fairy, Sky Dragon.
Man, you say her voice is distinct whenever she voice acts. Jesus.
Hi, I'm here.
See there? Just
welcome back.
I'm gonna go back to that music topic that you guys were on because I just want to put in that fun fact, right? Yes. When they were doing the music for the different regions, they had the orchestras from different regions doing it. Yeah, so Mondstadt was done by the London Philharmonic Orchestra, I think.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. It might have been the Symphony Orchestra. But the orchestra was based in London. The one for China was based in Shanghai, I believe. And then the one for Inazuma was based in Tokyo.
The Tokyo Symphony Orchestra.
There you go.
Brilliant.
And honestly, the music for this game it exceeds expectations on all levels. It just leaves you wanting for more.
Performances?
I have.
Performances that they put on YouTube, bro.
Yes.
I've seen it, but I never got a chance to watch the performances, and I should.
Watch all of them. Watch every single one that you can find.
You don't need to tell me twice, fam. You don't need to tell me.
They're absolutely amazing. I love it.
Because when you watch it and know, and because they like focus on the instruments that playing at the time,
exactly.
Like really, like, whenever it's highlighted, and every time I walk through Inazuma, I'm just like, I can picture this instrument being played right now, and I'm just like, this is so mind-blowing. It's so good, especially when I first saw the one for Leeway Zone. I was just like, nothing better. That's why Chingse Village's day theme is my favorite out of all of Leeway. Chingse Village 100% is my favorite.
You love Chingse Village, eh? Yeah, I can see why. The
music for the game, the music is half the game for me. It really is.
Yeah,
it's just amazing. I'm pretty sure that most of the budget for Genshin goes into the orchestras getting to record this amazing music because the music quality.
I would probably share money for it.
like the music quality is better than some of the games that you're getting on the market right now that you have to pay for.
I'm not
Right?
even.
Hold on,
That's
give
not
us a
even
second.
true.
Give us a second. Huh? Let's
That's not even
pause. This game, and we have to reiterate it. Originally, a mobile game. It was originally made for mobile. Where are they getting the symphony orchestras for a mobile game?
Dog, don't worry
worry
about
about
it.
it.
Don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it.
Like you think that it's like big $60 AAA game and you get this good orchestra? Nope.
Just download it.
Just
Just
download
don't.
this literally free game, and you get this kind of music. I'm like, you got to be kidding.
This is
Like
this
the
is
music
the
game.
budget. The budget
is
is high,
just-
top tier though. Not gonna lie, like the budget they had, it looks like they've been saving this budget for like a couple years, or they just did some hardcore marketing and they just had a lot of sponsors. Though. Like either way,
I would have to think about it. Did they do the same kind of treatment for Honkai? I don't think they did the same kind of treatment for Honkai.
I have no idea.
Honkai was their first game.
no one knew.
Well, not technically their first game, but Honkai came before Genshin, long before Genshin. And I don't
Yeah,
think-
it
I
did
don't think
because
they
my
used
friend
Honkai.
actually tried to get me into Honkai before I found out about, well, before another friend told me about Genshin.
Mhm.
But they also have another game out called Tears of Themis, which is like an otome type game, which
Yeah, that was
I
after
would,
Genshin.
yeah, that's after Genshin, but I would download it if I had space on my phone.
You'll never have space
Unfortunately,
in your
the phone
book.
is-
Actually, the one that I'm looking for is Honkai Star Trail.
Star Rail.
Star Rail, yeah.
Yeah.
Honkai Star Rail. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, that looked nice because I saw the husbandos and I'm just like, Tell us about the
Finally,
husbandos.
finally, Mihoyo's like listening to the female fan base and making more male characters, bruh.
Yeah, because they're just listen, there's so many female characters. I'm just like, give me more husbandos, please. I want more pretty men
Let's
to
just,
look
like,
at.
Let's just put Honkai to the side because there are no male characters, no male playable characters in Honkai.
Literally. Like, God bless the amount of male characters that are even in Genshin right now.
Really,
Like-
because that seems to be everyone's
Let's-
go-to.
As far as God bless Arataki Ito for showing some belly skin. Like, can we just say this real quick? That means we
Amen.
could get our actual ripped characters. I'm like, yes, these manly men.
Listen,
Can we
my
get them?
my friends and I, we're really hoping that if the Pyro Archon is a guy, that he's just this big, buff, ripped man
I hope they
with
change.
bulging
really hope they
muscles.
change.
I really like, and tall, and like I want him to be taller. Like, you know the size of like the Fatui.
Fatui? With
yeah, the
Hammer
Fatui
Fatui
agent.
and the animal Fatuis?
Yeah, the Fatui agent that has the Electro one that has the hammer, right? Like I want him to be like that big, right? Because he's like twice the height of Jonathan, and it's just yes.
Man,
But I do have a theory
Niagara
that
Falls
those
ain't
Fatui
got nothing on
agents. I have a theory that the Fatui agents that are like ridiculously tall probably are using delusions, because like when, for example, when Child goes into his second phase, he does, literally get taller, bigger, and whatever. So my theory is that if you use delusion to a point, you will like have like a height difference, right? And I'm assuming that those Fatui
Well-
agents are using delusions because you don't really see a vision on them.
Be turned off because
It can.
of Tenchikaku's boss.
I know.
Tenchikaku's boss uses the delusion first.
Yeah, I know she uses a delusion first, but I have a feeling that she would be an exception to the rule, right?
I don't think she's an exception.
Because she's the only one at the moment who has that sort of stipulation, right? Yo, Java, just hurry up and play the game. I reached there in a man so I can chat about her. Yo.
Man?
Like, she's my favorite right now. I want to talk about her.
Man, Actually, funny enough, after I'm not actually funny enough, I'm not pulling after Arataki Ito. I'm not pulling until the next potential male character is going to come out.
Oh,
Which
okay.
people are speculating it's going to be the brother of Ice Sword Girl. That's what they're speculating.
Eula?
No. Not Eula. Inazuma and Ice Sword Girl.
Oh,
Hey, take your time. Take your time.
The speculation that he's coming out.
Listen, MiHoYo has
that's who
so
I'm
much
truly waiting
fan art of this man, right? If they do not make him absolutely beautiful, I am going to throw my entire PlayStation out the window and I will quit playing Genshin. If he is not beautiful, I will not be playing this game anymore. He has to be beautiful. I'm throwing my pillow right now. Okay? I'm upset. He must be beautiful. Okay?
His name is in the game. Doesn't need character models in the game. There's a lot of characters that have names in the game but don't have models yet.
Yeah.
Or even have conceptual models.
Yeah, his name is Ayato. So Kamisato Ayato, right? His sister is Kamisato Ayaka, right? And she was the second Inazuma character that was, second 5-star Inazuma character that was introduced in the game. I think about maybe 3 months ago.
She's the first Inazuman character to ever be announced.
Ah, okay. That part I didn't know.
Alright.
But yes.
Well, I can tell you where that is. Actually, there's actually a character for each region so far that have been announced, but they just haven't. Some of them they're just literally not in the game yet. Like have one for Sumeru, Fontaine,
Natlan.
Sumeru, Fontaine, Natlan, and Shnesnaya. Yeah. They have all the characters laid out for those. They have 4 characters left laid out right now. To like throw out in the world. But it's just not going to be there until those regions come out. That's the only thing. Just like
that's understandable.
We don't know if they're going to be 5-star or 4-star, but that's the case. They actually have names, and they're actually in that video.
Oh, okay.
And it's an official thing by Genshin. So it's not like anybody's like fan theory.
You want to drop that video link in the group chat later so I can go and watch it?
Happily. Because I think it's you could call it a bit of, it's not total spoilers. The things it spoils is what the name of the chapter is going to be. Like, for example, what is this? What's this chapter is called? I forgot what this chapter is called.
You know, I don't even remember chapter names at this point.
Yeah, they all have their specific chapter names. Down, scroll, because it's a very old video. It's literally the teaser video.
Oh.
For Genshin. You made a woman very happy, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
So I do that on a regular basis. Thank you very much. Found it. The Tavat character story. Sorry, chapter storyline.
Oh.
And it gives you a glimpse into each theme that is to come out for each
region
or for each region, I should say. So before Inazuma even came out, I knew what Inazuma's main theme was going to be, and I loved it since day one. And the only one that I'm loving after it is Sumeru's theme. Sumeru's theme is I think it's going to kick ass, and I'm going to love it.
I look forward to it. Though, when did they say that Sumeru was supposed to come out again? I think next year? I think. I don't remember.
Hopefully it's a good timing next year.
Hopefully.
Indeed.
I hope it's not rushed. That's what I hope it's not.
Yeah.
As long as they don't rush it, the wait will be worth it.
I mean, I know that people online have complained about how the storyline is going, and then things about there not being any sort of end game, but like, you see, I'm just looking at
Yeah,
it,
there's no.
just looking
there's
at
no-
it as how it's
yeah.
presented to me. I'm literally going in with no expectation, so I guess like I'm fine with how the game is going.
And there's a lot of
And
things
I'm
to
just-
keep you
Yeah, because
occupied,
you're not-
anyways.
We are not wailing and rushing and having to say, "Oh, I want a challenge." We're here to enjoy the story, enjoy the music, and enjoy whatever father comes out in whichever way.
Precisely.
I just want my
That's
wife.
exactly it.
I just want my wife.
Yeah, him want all the waifus. I bet you when Raiden Shogun banner come back up, he
Oh,
might
yes,
have
I'm
wheel
not
upon
running
it.
hard. I'm not running hard.
Mm.
I'm gonna
See,
run in
that-
Man, you don't even
hard.
know right and Shogun yet.
I'm gonna run in hard. Whether or not I know her, I'm gonna know her when that banner comes up, if it comes back up.
Oh, Brace is gonna come back up, but I think it's probably gonna be another 6 months.
Oh
That
yeah.
seems to be the trend.
Yeah, but
Because like even with like Venti's banner, like his own was the first ever, and then I think it was about 6 months later that his rerun came about. Don't know when he's gonna get a second one, but you know everybody else needs to get another rerun as well. Because like there hasn't been Shell, there hasn't been Ganyu. Well, Huto just got her own, and a lot of people were
Those
happy
are
about
last
that.
two, you know.
It was just them.
I think Shao and Ganyu are the last ones to truly get a 5-star
Yeah.
runs out of that set.
Right, because like Kitching is now on the standard banner.
wait, guys, just listen.
Kachin
Just
has
listen.
always been on the standard banner.
Guys, wait,
Wait,
just
what?
listen to this. Just listen to this. Hold up, I'm gonna pump it up. Glorious.
Okay, listen, I'm guessing I have to listen to this through your stream.
Yeah, you kinda have to.
Okay. Because mine
I'm hearing a lot of driving.
No, you have to
XD.
you have to tune you have to tune in on the stream.
Oh, on the stream. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, let me pull it up, cause gosh.
Yeah, I can pause the stream on Discord and then go on Twitch and look at it. Where's
That's
Twitch
it.
on my phone? I'm on my phone right now. And you wouldn't believe, I have the phone plugged in, but alas, it's not charging at all. So it's at 56 when it was at like 70 when I started. Oh well, c'est la vie. I hear it! I hear it! Even though like it went to an ad like after 2 seconds, but I heard it!
Which
This
is
pleases me.
That is Lewis Harbor's day theme, if I'm correct.
Guys, I'm shedding tears right now. This is beautiful. I just not done it to the.
Again, the music, quality, top tier.
I mean, I've heard a lot of good soundtracks back in the day, but it's continue. I got into my feels. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thomas says I want Dendro characters.
You and literally the entire community of Genshin. Chill.
Alright, so
Be patient.
guess what? You're gonna have to be patient, because guess what? You don't draw until summer. That's my speculation. And even then,
Right.
we probably might not get Dendro until like halfway through Sumeru, alright?
No, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. If they ever do that, they
Are you
never plan for Dendro to be a legitimate element in the game. It would make no sense.
Listen, you see, I love the game, I love Genshin, I love MiHoYo, but at the same time, I don't trust them.
You don't trust
You
So-
don't trust them.
So I literally, since there literally has not been a Dendro character at all, I don't think that
No. You must state it right. They haven't released one yet. But
Okay,
there
okay,
is
alright. There we go.
one.
They have not released a playable Dendro character. However, there is good body Dr. Baiju. Right? So there is a
One
Dendro
Dendro
character that
character.
is in the game. One singular Dendro character that runs a pharmacy in Lear. But he is not a playable character yet. And I really hope that he becomes a playable character because goddamn, I would very much like to have him as a playable character.
Oh, hands down.
Husbando.
If not for him, but for
Yeah, man. I love the little snake. She's amazing. Little sassy little thing she is.
Oh, yes, yes.
But yeah, like them done make Chi-Chi playable, and Chi-Chi was also in the pharmacy. Well, them never make Baiju playable. Them still up. Them asleep on him. Why them asleep on him for?
They're sleeping on
Sleeping on Dendro in there.
Bro,
Like,
what?
I'm annoyed with the Dendro slimes, right? Give me a playable Dendro character. Take away the slimes. Give me a character. God.
Actually, funny enough, I love the meme of that everybody puts up sometimes when it's just like, here's intense leeway battle music, looks around, doesn't see the enemy until you realize it's a slime.
Dendro.
It's a dangerous slime.
Cause like they kind of blend into the grass because it's the same color, and you're just like, why do I hear the battle music? And then you turn around in camera and then you see the little red mark indicating that an enemy is behind you, and then you're just like,
But where?
oh no, where is it? And then you look closer, right? You squint your eyes and look closer, and then you say, oh, okay, oops, there he is.
Have a pyro character, you're never
Exactly.
going to play.
Listen, like I never used to keep a pyro in my party, like mainly. I used to like I think I would have Lumine as like my main in my party. And then because I got Zhongli so close to when I started like playing regularly, and then I would have Official or somebody else in that slot, and then I would also have another character in that last slot, but it would never be Pyro. It would probably be Cryo, or possibly Hydro, or another Electro, right? Or another animal, right? So when it comes around to those Dendro slimes popping up, and then I don't have a Pyro, I'm just like, oh, Lord have mercy. So it's kind of a little bit of a waiting game until they pop out, and then you go and hit them and finally get to destroy them.
And then you hope that they don't go back into the ground too fast.
Exactly. Because when they go back into the ground, you're just like, Lord have mercy. So sometimes, like, if that would happen, I would just end up just running off because I can't be bothered. Like, I don't have the time. So,
Nice.
it has been completed.
Money.
We're going for another one,
Structure now.
or this is it?
We're going for another one, but it's gonna be a shorter one though. So you know, time.
We have time to waste. It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, I'm an hour behind you guys right now, so
Yeah, don't worry about
it's
it. Your time would be 8 o'clock then.
yeah.
So we have a good hour. So it's alright. One more trip.
Come on, we're doing one more trip.
Actually, enjoying this.
Look
As
at
per
them
usual, I've always
states,
enjoyed the
though.
Genshin conversation.
Let me see.
I love how we migrated from KFC to coffee to Milo to
To
Genshin.
Genshin, and it has never changed
I mean, like-
since then.
I mean, like, can you blame Genshin, really?
No one-
blame
Genshin
Genshin.
no
likes
one
some
blames
good
Genshin.
stuff there.
No one blames Genshin.
Man, you lying? Everybody blames Genshin when it came to their anniversary. But they were just like, once they saw, like,
Lord.
what was it? Who came out and they were just like, alright, we forgive you now. Who was it?
I have no idea.
It's not. Shoot, who was on the first banner this month before Hutao? Child?
Holy
It's Child?
sugar, hold on. Was it Child?
I think it was Child. No, it could have been Child. It wasn't. Child.
No.
Who
Child
was
was
on the banner
before that.
before Hutao?
Oh goodness, who was on the banner before Hutao? Yo, Java, that driving real loud still though, you know.
It loud?
I think that was on my.
I
Oh, it's
dirty
on your
though.
end?
I was probably out by end. Yeah,
Mm.
people with loud engines tend to go up my road.
Because
Oh,
like
Kev, I know it was.
I think I'm hearing the game in Discord now, and it's really loud.
No, man, you should be.
No,
Yep.
the master volume is literally 0.
Yeah, it's really low.
Okay, I turned down my headset, so hopefully it should be fine. I'm gonna go and look on ye old Google to see who was the banner before this.
And that we call it though.
Narukami says it was trail.
But I have a feeling it was Tart.
Yeah, it probably was trailed. It feels so weird. Was it really child?
Yo, hey, you know, say bad man a pass.
Yes, it was.
It
because
was
of his
child?
weapon. It was child because of the weapon.
Oh, the Polar Star.
Yeah, the Polar Star came out first. Yeah. That's right. Jesus. That's why it felt so long. Okay, so we never got a new character now. Yeah, so that means it was when when they announced Ito, they were just like, all right, welcome back, cheater.
Cheater. Jesus.
Oh, good. But yeah, that was so when Ito came out, everybody was just like, yes, all right, we've been redeemed. Fine. And now that Shenhe has come out, everybody's just like, all right, Mihoyo is doing something right again.
Complaints.
I've said they're not doing something right terms of the weapons.
The only thing that I'm really waiting on though is like I want the engulfing lightning polearm to come back, because the plan was, right, I was gonna get the Raiden Shogun on a guarantee, right, even though I still kind of nervous if I was actually on guarantee, if I was on pity, but like I had calculated it, but you know, overthinking and paranoia.
You could check.
I checked, and I was on guarantee, but of course paranoia and overthinking. I'm just like, am I actually getting her on guarantee? Right? So the plan was pull on the character banner until I get her, and then after that I'll try and pull on the weapon banner and see if I can get her weapon. Right? So I pulled on her character banner, got her on the guarantee, which was like the 50th pull at the start of the banner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been like probably 90, 91 pulls or something like that, right?
Oh no, that had to be 90. That couldn't have been 91. There's no such thing as a 91.
Oh, 90. Okay, so it was on 90 then, because it was on the last 10 pull that I did that I got her, right?
Yeah, that's not.
And then for the rest of the 20 odd days for the event wish, I was pulling at every opportunity on the weapons banner, right? And I got to a 5-star, but it was not that. It was unforged. And
Actually, hold on. So it turns out that though that banner, although they don't state it, still rolls over.
Oh, for real?
It does.
The weapon banner rolls over, but the only thing that refreshes is the epitome. The epitome does not roll over.
Are you serious?
Yes, it turns out that's
Oh my god! Okay, alright, so Alright, there's hope. There's hope.
You have to give it a second though, because there's guarantee, but you still have a 50-50 to get the weapon you want.
I know, but there's still some hope. Don't trash the hope. Let's put it out into the universe that I'm gonna get the engulfing lightning the next time it comes out. Because
you've made Saya a happy woman.
The next time I hear that, the next time I hear that, what's it called? Staff of Homer's coming back, I'm probably going to plant Homer as much as possible.
Understandable. Like, I thought of pulling for the Staff of Homer, but I'm just like, I'm gonna save for the characters that are coming out in this next one. No, I'm still like on the fence because I'm just like, should I try and pull for Albedo or Eula? But then, you see, my friend is lucky because she started playing from the beginning, so she has no problems. She already has Albedo and Eula, so she just has to save for Ito, right? So I'm a little bit jealous. But
Mhm.
I still don't know who I want to pull for because I really kind of want Albedo, right? And he would be good for my team, but I don't
Well,
know.
he's a good all-roundish character. He's not the best, but he's not the worst.
I know.
I enjoy Albedo a lot, especially when it comes to like elemental mastery. Elemental mastery teams. I love him
Yeah.
in there just because of the 120 for 10 seconds. I'm just like solid. But when I got Albedo the first time, I was just like, it feels interesting. When I played him, I was like, yeah, this is kind of actually very. Just being able to place him, get him out to the team, and you just see 4K, 5K, 4K popping up all the time, and I'm just like, this is nice. And
Yeah,
best believe when Tenacity and the Millelith came out.
I've seen some things where like his burst will do like 13k damage, and I'm just like, yes,
Yeah, the initial
that's
but
beautiful.
the problem with Albedo is that he's double scaling. So while his elemental skill scales with defense, his elemental burst scales with attack. Does not have any defense scaling. So we're
Rip.
kind of in a weird bucket there. I prefer the elemental skill doing a fuck ton of damage, but that's my personal preference. Since I've been playing Albedo since literally day one came out.
Yeah.
But I don't have like shit, that fucking car a while ago. Anyways, but I don't have a problem with Albedo as a whole. I just love him. I love him as a character. I love the way he works. I love his elevator, even if it's a meme or not.
The elevator is everything.
And he works well with Tenacity of the Millelith, which was a very surprising thing to me originally. And he just plays good with a lot of stuff. And currently his best in slot weapon is a 3-star weapon.
Really?
Currently they
until this update, because they have that new weapon coming out, and then they also have another artifact set.
Yeah.
Oh
so
boy.
When those two come out, Albedo's going to be a god. He's going to do a fuck ton of damage.
Oh, okay. So
defense
Neutral Archon. Neutral Archon.
Look at it this way. He gets increased geo damage from the artifact. It also increases defense percent, thus giving him more damage. The weapon has a defense percent substat. It also increases your elemental skill based off of your defense. It's like,
wow.
Albedo is not the biggest winner right now. No one is. The only other person that's probably the biggest winner here is Arataki Ito, and he's not even out yet.
Bruh.
He's literally, Albedo just got so many buffs, literally left, right, and center in just one patch. And when this patch is gonna drop, when that artifact domain popping, gonna be farming that for a while, and I'm going to be weeding out all the healing ones that I don't want.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, because we're getting a 1-4.
Yo, I remember like when I just started and I was like farming artifacts, right? And I don't remember, I think it was about 1,000 artifacts that you could keep in your bag or your inventory.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't focusing on the artifacts at all, like it would fill up so fast, and then I would be on Discord with my friends, and I'm just like, yo, my artifacts are full, help. And they're just like, how are your artifacts full? What the heck are you doing?
What? Give me a second.
It was more like
they're questioning how your artifacts are full. Man,
because they thought that I would have used. Yeah, they thought that I would have used the lower ranking artifacts to level up the higher ranking artifacts that I was starting to collect, because I was starting to get like 4-star ones, because I was doing the artifact domains at the level where you would get only the 4-star ones, not the 5-star ones at that point, right? Then I started doing the 5-star ones, and like most of my characters now have 5-star, but at the very least, the ones that I use the most have the better artifacts, of course. But I still have to farm for like my hydro characters, and I do need to get the proper artifact set for Duke.
Or you're doing
Because
you're going to do
Because
4-piece rich.
yeah, at the moment I think I have Lava Walker where I'm supposed to have the Crimson Witch of Flames. So yeah,
I'm so sorry.
that's
Absolute garbage.
listen. I'm kind of upset because every time I go to that domain, I'm just like, please, let me get the Crimson Witch of Flames. Like, I think I have maybe 2 or 3 Crimson Witch of Flame things on him, and then the rest of them are Lava Walk, and the same thing with Bennett, right? I just want the Crimson Witch of Flames. Why are you giving me the Lava Walker full?
Are you not
Because
doing
you're not-
Noblesse Obliged, Bennett?
Because you're not worth
Uh,
it.
Man,
And then I
can't
don't
wait to
remember
use that
when.
artifact hunting, you know.
Yeah.
Gonna be solidly reminded of the bad days of Summoner.
Yeah.
Please
The
do
thing,
not
the
remind
things
me.
that I've been trying to get more recently are like the talent stuff. So, I still haven't triple crowned anyone yet, but clearly the first one who's gonna get triple crowned is Zhongli.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
crown virginity. Him and
yeah, I'm really trying to get him triple crowned, and then probably after that, the Raiden Shogun.
No, I don't want to power up her skills, but I use her so much in Abyss, and I'm just like, I should.
You
But I
should
don't-
if you're using her in the Abyss.
Yeah, no, but I just don't want to. Like my next character that I feel like I'm gonna triple crown is Kaza. Although I really don't need to triple crown him.
I kind of like, I do want to get his talents up, but like I haven't even fully gotten him up to 90, and I'm a little sad about it because I'm also supposed to be working on doing those, the bosses that are scattered around to VAT.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I just haven't gotten around to it, right? And now I have even less time to play Genshin, so most of that farming will probably have to be done on the weekend in between me trying to sort myself out.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, woe's me. C'est la vie.
Sad times.
Yeah. But
So,
the one, like,
we're over here stressing over artifacts. This man is here stressing over nothing. Stressing over
Hey,
how he
I
can't hear
stress. What you
music
talking
half the time.
about? I stress. What you
you're
talking
not
about?
stressed yet.
What are you
You're
stressing
not
about?
stressed.
You have nothing to stress about in Genshin yet.
Yeah, him not stressed about anything yet.
Meet the man child yet.
Yeah, you're talking. Stress.
Don't worry.
only
No,
want-
I wait for when he streams when he's fighting the chosen child. I await that moment. And you know which moment I await even more than that. I don't have to repeat it.
Oh,
Jesus.
Speak not of it.
But that probably won't happen until next year. Because I think, well, as far as I know, Java doesn't play Genshin all that much outside of the stream. Like, he will play sometimes, but recently he hasn't really played that much, which is
Nice.
completely understandable, because like,
Been a lot
man
of
does
Pokemon.
need rest,
It's been
and
a
man
lot
does
of
have other
Pokemon
games to play.
Bayonetta.
That
That
too.
too.
But yeah, let me drape him up on stream for a second. You get smashed yet?
Oh, we're
You
not
giving
talking
me
about
Smash
plastic.
money? You giving me Smash money?
I might.
Right. Whoa, hold up. Wait a second.
I
Actually,
might.
yeah, no,
I'll
you have
think-
to watch out for this.
Well, think about it.
Now you talking, bro. Now you talking, my lad. Let's go.
I'll think about it. Right? I'll think about it.
Let's go.
Because I still want to beat you up with half-naked Sephiroth. That is my
Been her-
goal in life
That's
right
been her. That's been her dream. Like, she just wants to use Sephiroth half naked, the symphony theme in the background, and then he's like, "I will never be a memory." as she defeats me. She said defeats me, fam. I want to defeat you. I'm like, I'm not even a boss. What's talking about defeat? What the hell?
Listen,
I-
don't worry about it, okay? We just need
When-
to get you smashed, and then I can go and beat you up with half naked Sephiroth. That is literally my end goal before the end of this year. That's what I
Jesus.
want. That's my passion, right?
What have I done to you?
Granted, you've been my friend, and I love you dearly.
That's why you want to kill me.
Yeah,
In
sounds about right.
in
don't know.
Smash with half naked Sephiroth. That's what friends are for. Don't worry about it.
It'd be funny if I defeat you while you're playing half.
You
naked
won't.
Sephiroth.
Because it's half naked Sephiroth.
Man, have you never heard the phrase "the power of bonus"? Boy, you will never understand now, will you? See,
Hey.
you see, when you get these ups a good standing character in Genshin, then you'll understand the power of bonus. But until then, you don't understand the power bonus can have.
All y'all have been doing in Genshin is freaking torment to be Zhangli and these pillars.
Yeah,
Because
Nice.
we have strong
I-
bonus from Zhangli. I don't see what you're talking about.
we're coming to you with the big pillar energy. Don't worry about it.
right. Yeah, incorrect. Had a bonus for
Yes.
Zhangli since a literal wonder. When
I
he
have
uttered his
nothing
first
else to say.
breath.
Listen,
does speak
everybody
well.
has a boner for Zhongli, okay? Everybody.
Yeah, him
You have one,
Not
Java,
gonna
but
lie.
you just don't know it yet.
I don't have no boner for no Zhangli. Leave me alone.
And it's okay. That's why
The
you
suit-
never harness his proper power. Don't worry, we get it. You might be able to harness the power of Lisa, because I can't for the life of me. I don't even like her.
Oh,
Sorry.
Lisa is my boy.
Yo, Lisa used to be in my party, of course, when I first started, but
Never did.
she was quickly phased out.
Lisa,
I love Lisa, you know. I love Lisa, you know.
Official
But-
came into my party the first time. Alright, see you later.
Same.
nah, Lisa is
He came after. I was just like, alright, Amber, suck your mother.
Fischl Fischl was extremely useful because I used to hunt for ducks like nobody's business, right?
Oh, yes.
And it's easier to shoot the ducks in the water because it also gives an electro effect in the water when she shoots her arrow when it's charged. So if you accidentally miss, you can still kill the duck and get the fowl that you need when the duck is electrocuted. And that's hunting 101, children. Take notes.
Take notes. Take extra
Because
notes.
if you try to do that with Amber, you have to hunting with Fischl versus Amber. With Fischl it's more forgiving. With Amber you have to have a bit more accuracy when you're hunting the ducks in the water. As for the pigeons on the bridge though, which I have not hunted and I'm not allowed to hunt until New Year's.
yeah, let them reproduce. Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
okay.
No.
Alright, I made
They are like
story
freaking
time.
rabbits. They're always there for some reason.
They're always there. But story time, I made a pact with my friend that I would not hunt the pigeons for the rest of the year. So, at 12 midnight, I'm gonna be going go and hunt these pigeons to go and murder them because
You're
I've been
gonna have
itching to murder them for
Literally, everybody's elemental breath will be up. Everybody's ability to kill these birds
Exactly.
will be at maximum potential.
Exactly.
Ian,
And
all
you
I
Right?
want to know,
decide to
I
mean-
can
every
think of
single
a
solitary
terrible,
character to kill every single bird.
I can think of terrible elevator music playing in my skies, massacring.
Man,
these
terrible
poor
elevator
birds.
music. No, this is like Just
I
like
think the
falling
most
from the
efficient
sky.
character for that kind of job would be D-Luke because his burst spreads out so far. Once you get close enough, you can hit all the birds in one go and you all 7 foul.
His
Right?
burst, Venti's burst.
Yeah, Venti I've never used because I don't have him set there. Rip. Your main character's burst, so Ether or the mean, they're
Animal
fine as
burst.
well.
Animal
but-
burst.
But, right, you kind of have to be precise, right? Because sometimes you'll miss it and you'll only get 5 instead of 7. And we're trying to get all 7 because we're trying to get full. Because a girl gotta eat, right?
You gotta eat.
This wasn't PG stream, I would say something different about instead of fall. But let's move on.
Lord have mercy.
Wait. Is it that?
Is it what?
It's that.
I will
That is
make
a
no
weird-
assumptions as to what Kaiser was going to talk about.
Is it what? You never said that. You just said that, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
I am worried.
Said more about
It's
it.
completely something different. I'm not agreeing with you then. No, it's not that.
Okay.
I think Sky knows more specifically what I'm talking. But we progressed.
Yes.
Mass murdering pigeons efficiently.
Yes. It must be done efficiently or you're not going to get everything.
Jesus. I didn't.
I've never tried using Zhongli's burst to do that. I've never
it
tried
works.
it.
It works well. It works.
I imagine because it has a big area of effect.
Mhm.
Ganyu Zone probably might do it too, but I don't have Ganyu, so
You'd
I
have to get
wouldn't
close.
know.
Yeah, I'd have to get close to a Gani zone because
Yeah.
she doesn't just place it like in front of her. She places it more on top of her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it surrounds her instead. So it's not like
I mean-
like an amber elemental burst.
Mm. The convenient thing though is like, since you said that, because it's always hard to get really close to them.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Aloy in your party, you can just
Aloy probably
just,
mass murders
just-
pigeons left, right, and center.
just sneak up there and just go and do it, because like when she's in your party, anything that moves
Yeah, because I mean,
They're not gonna
Kayla
run
has
away.
to be like that. Like playing Horizon Zero Dawn, Aloy is brutal. So she must be brutal in Genshin. I haven't left her up, but
Brutal,
I'm sorry.
allowing you to kill animals, sure. Brutal
Yeah,
in terms
use her
of
to-
DPS and stuff like that, maybe not.
I mean, you can, but I've seen where people can build her to be a good DPS, but I'm not at that level yet. And also because I hate fighting the cryohypostasis, I haven't leveled her up past 60, unfortunately. Though I wanted to level her up to 90.
Having Huto and Diluc have made that trivial.
Yeah. I mean, I even the other night, I left Zhongli right beside the pyrohypostasis because that was the last bot that I fought with my friends before I hopped off. And then yesterday, I went on, and then I'm just like, wait a minute, where am I? And then I just see the pyrohypostasis right beside me.
No.
You Zhongli getting licked down twice. Before I hit the pause and got to the map to get him out of there, because I'm just like, I ain't fighting this right now. No, not today,
he gets
Satan,
out
not
alive.
today.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he got out alive.
First of all, Jungly can take no hit. It's alright. Jungly not.
Yeah, he's quite sturdy, right? He's a very sturdy
As
man.
a rock.
Jesus. Jesus.
He's a very sturdy boy. He good. Once you well, his shield for one thing, right? But like I think I have his HP up to like 27k or something like that. So
Yeah, that's a decent sized shield.
he's fine. He's fine. He Gucci. He's not gonna like, flop over and die.
He's the one
Mm,
character that if they flopped over and died, you're not building them, right?
Precisely. Like the only time, like even when I first got him, he wasn't dying that often. like if he would end up dying, it would be my mistake, right? Like I didn't realize that my shield went down because
Yeah, yeah,
too
same,
many
same.
hits were taken or something like that. But I've been very careful with him. He doesn't. He really doesn't die very often. So if he dies a lot, you're doing something wrong, right? Though
He's the one dying. Yeah, you're doing something wrong.
the funny thing, like the voice lines for like they like recently added the voice lines for when the characters reach 0 HP, right? And like
No, I'm like, no, actually, no, they've always been there. The most recent thing is actually the treasure ones.
oh, the treasure. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not that recent, but it's recent enough. I think it was like in the summer.
Yeah.
Right? So I had a good giggle about some of his like dying voice lines. Cause like
What is it?
one
Either
of them
the
is
Maltos
okay,
or
there's
something like that?
one where he's just like, you can't see me like this. And then there's another one that says even bedrock can crumble to dust or something like that. But I can't remember the last one for the life of me at the moment.
Look
But
it up.
I always have a giggle about them, like his low HP voice lines and his fallen voice lines. But the low HP ones definitely, right? Because I remember watching this comparison video on YouTube where they were looking at his low HP voice lines in the different languages, right? So like hold on a second.
Blah 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 blah. Skip. It's not there. Ah, yes.
I like how y'all are just having so much fun. This is what this podcast
I'm like,
is about.
it's just a fun thing to
I'm
talk about.
back.
Oh, that
My
was
cousin has brought me a burrito. So I had to go and put it in the bowl that I had the mashed potato in. Right.
A burrito bowl.
Right, his
That
low
was-
HP voice line, right? Yeah, they were doing the comparisons in the different languages, and the ones in like the Chinese, the Korean, and the Japanese, they were much more mellow and calm and stoic, right? But I like the way that one of the comments pointed out that English Zhongli sounds like when he was the war god Morax in his younger days, and I'm just like, I agree with this wholeheartedly. Like, he sounds like he's just like, yes, I'm ready. Fight me. It's almost like, okay, to compare it, like, let me put this in a context that Java will like laugh about it. So think about Alucard in Helsing Abridged when he's all crazy and ready for battle.
Good. Hey guys, how's your health plan? Apparently it's great. Good time.
Yeah, pretty much
I
like
get-
that.
I get it.
Pretty much.
I get it.
It's pretty much like that, and I love it. It's amazing.
Oh, no. Frick is this? The frick is that? The hell is bruh? You can't just drive out some bad man. The hell?
Tell that to every driver in Jamaica.
Right.
Okay.
You know,
so
speaking of Alucard, I need to get that Castlevania game for Switch.
That's true.
I need to.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
it's like Keith puts a lot more effort in the effects of getting hit. Like he does his grunts and stuff. While the other languages are just like, they just say it straight. Like the man literally has his shield on. It's just like, I never really
Yeah.
felt, but you know.
Yo, Ned.
Yeah, it's just like,
What the hell?
this doesn't affect me, where English is just like, yes, I'm ready for battle. Come at me.
This is what
I will
I've been
throw
wanting
these
for
hands.
years.
Exactly.
I swore Sky was gonna say my body is ready, because I'm like, what?
I mean, like,
No.
that's not what he's
But-
screaming. I don't know what he is.
But it, like, the delivery of the English, I of his English voice line for those particular voice lines, I do like them better. I might be biased because I do play the game in English, but I really do like his English voice lines, particularly those much better.
Actually, of the opinion, I prefer Zhang Li's English voice actor over his Japanese voice actor, honestly. Not to say that his Japanese voice actor does not do a good job. It's just that I prefer Keith Sylvester. Not because I heard him first, but
Oh, Keith is amazing. Keith Sylvester is amazing.
yeah,
He's absolutely amazing.
I just prefer it. Actually, whose Japanese voice do I prefer over the English? It would probably be Ayaka's, because I love that female voice actor.
Ah,
I like Ayaka's female voice actor. Not to say that I don't like Hutao's, I just prefer this one for some reason.
ah.
They're like very even. Thomas
Mhm.
Japanese voice actor, I think I prefer over his English one.
Well, for context, the Japanese voice actor for Toma is the same one for Ichigo from Bleach, so I don't
Oh, for
really
real?
like him in Japanese. Yes, I literally posted a video for that, where someone like put a voiceover of Ichigo saying Bankai over Toma doing his verse, and that was the most hilarious thing.
That's so funny.
But the thing is,
Oh, that would be good.
it fit so well there, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow, that
But I
Beto's
do like-
Japanese voice actor. I love Beto's Japanese voice actor. That's what I should talk about. Yes. Hands down. Really good. Compared to. What are you doing? Are you getting gas?
No, I got
Yeah,
gas.
they
I'm
do
trying
it.
to get out.
Are you trying to get
Like,
out?
are you driving a gas truck?
Oh, okay, hold
No,
on.
it's
I have a
actually
question.
cement.
No, hold on. So, I have a question. If you were supposed to say crash into the gas station, would it go
Will
boom?
it blow up?
No,
Yes.
no. I've
Sadly, it
tried.
doesn't.
I've tried it before.
Oh, you
Sadly,
have?
it doesn't.
Yeah, I've tried.
Where's the immersion? Where's the realism?
There is no realism because when you ram somebody in this game, they don't just absolutely and utterly get annihilated.
This is
Oh,
true.
really?
There are no pedestrians to run over.
I mean, you
But
can
hopefully-
run into them, but you're just gonna suffer massive damage to your truck and get a massive penalty while at
Lord have
it.
mercy. We are stuck here for hours.
What the hell? Ah, wait, hold on. What's that?
Can you like not restart your position?
They got rid of that. You used to.
They got
But
rid
in-
of that. What do you mean they
Yes.
got rid of it?
You used to be able to restart your position, but they got rid of it due to in the updates. So if you're stuck, you're just stuck.
Just stuck.
Oh, yeah, this look a little bit difficult.
I can't get out of it. It's just gonna take a while.
Godspeed.
No speed here, unfortunately.
Mm.
All the speed.
Okay, I'm
Ah.
eating this burrito very slowly. It seems to be working.
Good.
Well, like, so
What is going
the tortilla
on?
is proving a little bit more difficult to chew, but I'm getting through it.
Oh,
Also, Chipotle is very nice. If you guys ever come up to America, I recommend you go there and
Not
get
to-
something.
No.
Because
Never
Chipotle
denied Chipotle is really good.
is very, very good.
we got out. go.
Somehow, by the grace of God.
No, I
Godspeed.
do wish that they had spicier things on their menu. Because you
You
would
know
expect
America
to like
doesn't
say
do spicy.
jalapenos or something. Hmm.
What?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me put down the burrito for this. So,
Put a pause on
It's
that
n-
sentence.
it's not that America doesn't do spicy, right? So they either have something that is completely mild, no spice at all, but they'll tell you that it's spicy, or they have something that is spicy, and it's something that you have to sign a waiver for before you actually eat it. There's no in between.
Really? I have to sign a waiver for spicy food?
Yes.
There are some places that you will go to
Sorry,
up here. You have to sign a waiver before you eat the food, right? Because there's a potential for you to go to the hospital because of how spicy the food is, right? Most of these are like food challenge type things. But like if
Okay.
you generally like going to like a fast food place and they say, oh, we have like spicy wings, or oh, we have like a spicy chicken sandwich, most of the times it's just like something mild that probably has a bit of cayenne pepper there to just kind of give it a little bit of kick. But that's, to me, that's not really spicy. It's spicy when you're crying and you can feel the spice on your chest.
Exactly.
If it's not almost trying to murder you, it's not spicy.
I guess it's because
just-
I guess it's where we're coming from. It's like lame. I don't know. Cause I've had American food before and it's more fresh than spicy, to be honest.
Okay. So, like, American food that I've had before, like, they use a lot of salt in, like, the fast food, right?
Hypertension.
Sometimes if you, like, go to someone's house and they're home cooking the food. What did you just run over?
I ran over the car, guys. Alright, we are
That's
live.
Oh,
We are live.
Of course, we're alive.
my goodness. Lord have mercy. But yeah, most of the times, like, if you go over to someone's house, like, they'll cook with less salt. I've had that experience. So the food was rather fresh, right? And I don't really cook with a lot of salt, so that it's me saying that it's fresh is saying something, right?
See there.
But like, in terms of like fast food, or like if you go out to eat, a lot of the food, like a lot of the times it is heavily like salted, and probably has MSG in there as well, which, you know, a lot of people are just like, oh my god, MSG, no, right?
Illegal.
Where MSG actually isn't that bad, but like, honestly, the food up here, like, it really is overly salty. And like, even, okay, so for instance, not even so for instance, like, you go to McDonald's and you order some fries, right? Well, McDonald's fries, you know, they're alright, right? But like the other, like, on the occasions that I've had McDonald's fries recently, like, I'm literally brushing the salt off of them before I eat them, right? Because you can literally see the salt on it.
Alright, that's
You can see it, right? Like, I you put the fries, you unsuspecting, you just put the fries in your mouth and you're just like, oh, I'm tasting hypertension.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, well, no wonder Americans have so many comorbidities. Because of the amount of fast food, and then the amount of salt, and then, you know, the carbohydrates turn into sugar, causing diabetes, all of that foolishness, right? But the last few times that I've had, like, just the fries alone, right? Overly salty, right? So honestly, sometimes it's better if you just, like, if you're like ordering fries or whatever, like, say for instance you order it off of your phone or whatever, right? Ask them for fries with no salt, and then you just add the salt yourself when you go home, right? So you get a fresh batch of fries without salt, right? So you're not gonna die without all the hypertension.
You're not gonna die.
Because goodly the fast food industry up here trying to kill people. Goodly.
Yeah, because as long as their food is being purchased, like, hey guys, we gonna give you what you like. So far, no one is really saying it. Give me the damage. Where?
You go 9 times out of 10, the drive-throughs are full.
That's true now.
Because people don't really cook that much up here, you know.
I thought it was
I
11
believe
times out
you.
of 10 on it.
I believe you. I believe you.
I mean, and then the thing is, it's so easy to get fast food up here. So most franchises or most like food places, they have like their own apps where you can order the food and get it delivered. But then you also have like Uber Eats and DoorDash and Grubhub. Yeah, Favor, and they have some regional delivery services in state. So like for instance, as I said, Favor is specifically for Texas, right? So you can literally just download a delivery app on your phone and get food, right? And it doesn't have to just be fast food. It can be from like a local place near to where you want your food, if you're at home, if you're at your office or wherever. So the access to like the quick food, instead of just going to the supermarket getting the food to cook.
Wait, by the way, have you tried Chick-fil-A?
Don't get me started, sir. Don't get me started. Please don't get me started. Why am I forgot mention Chick-fil-A now, Lord Jesus?
Because like let me check the map real quick. Because America is basically saying Chick-fil-A.
Listen. I frequent Chick-fil-A, right?
Is that good?
I love Chick-fil-A.
So the only thing I need to go for Chick-fil-A for is their waffle fries, and outside of
their waffle fries. No, their waffle fries. Yes, amazing. Agreed, Kaizo. Right? You see, I'm a creature of habit. Right? I will get their spicy deluxe sandwich. Right? Okay. No, that is something that I will literally get every time I go there, because that is the only thing where I'm just like, this is what I know. This is what I like. And I'm gonna order it because I like this, right? So I will get their spicy deluxe with pepper jack cheese, and I'll probably add bacon to it. I'll get a side of Chick-fil-A sauce and ketchup with my fries, and I will get a half sweet tea and a half diet lemonade. Okay? That is what we're doing every time we go to Chick-fil-A. That is my thing. That is my life. I have the Chick-fil-A app on my phone. I have so many points on this thing, okay? It's ridiculous.
You're very happy about that type of thing.
Yeah, I can go and use my points to go and order something else. Like, I think I have about over 2,000 points at the moment.
Okay. I don't know. I'm starting to like BK. I BK.
Like
BK,
what?
I love BK.
You see,
in Jamaica?
I've only had Burger King in Jamaica. I've had Burger King up here like once, but it really wasn't doing itself any favors, right? But like, I haven't had Burger King in Jamaica in a long time. Like, the breakfast stuff, fine.
I like it.
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I like it. Granted, the beef is fresh. But
are you sure about that?
It's fresh. It's fresh.
Beef may not be brief.
The beef lacks.
Like, I don't even get burgers when I go to Burger King anymore. I usually end up like getting the chicken club or like one of the international chicken sandwiches. Like, I can't tell you the last time that I had a Whopper. Like, if you want a burger from like a fast food place, I would rather go to Wendy's than go to Burger King. You get yourself a Dave's Singles or a Dave's Double with some bacon on it, and you're Chris.
So we're like soulmates now, right? Because
Clearly.
you're literally speaking my language. I don't know what you're talking about. That's literally what I go to Wendy's for. Dave Single, solid.
Like that, it's a solid fast food burger. Like it's better than Burger King's own. And the best part about it, Wendy's.
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 This is so much better.
Sure, you never been to Wendy's before?
No man, I've been to Wendy's. I ain't saying nothing. I'm in agreement
First
with
of all,
you.
Yeah.
Wendy's
Go
in
find
Jamaica
yourself
is a Coca-Cola supporter, so I'm just like, alright. You're on my side.
Just find yourself go Wendy's, get yourself a nice day singles, and go about your business. But I do get, if I want a burger, I will get that. But usually when I go to Wendy's, I end up getting like the Asiago chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, yeah. Yeah, that's a.
That's good. And then
Come on, Betty, we'll make it. We'll have an hour, less than 2 hours.
Rip. Yeah, but getting like the chicken nuggets also good.
Agreed.
Like when these chicken nuggets are very nicely seasoned.
I've never had theirs. I've never had their chicken.
Excuse me? Excuse sir.
Yes, I have been to Wendy's. It's been a while, but
Sir.
I haven't.
I had to clutch my non-existent pearls a while ago. You haven't had Wendy's chicken nuggets?
No.
But
Sir.
you're praising Burger King over here, dog.
Listen, the next time that you decide to get a fast food fixing, no, you listen to me. Next time you get a fast food fixing, find yourself go Wendy's, go buy yourself some chicken nuggets, and satisfy yourself because it's nice, it's good. You can get it with this Dave single. I'm pretty sure they have like a big box deal or something up there, because sometimes they have something where you can get the burger and the fries and the nuggets and the drink. Get that.
Yes.
Best of everything. Just do that. Do yourself a favor and get
myself a favor. What?
Yes. Do yourself a favor and get that.
I swear.
You won't regret it. Have I ever led you astray, Javo?
No, you just want to kill.
But the point is, I have never led you astray. So, next time you get a fixing for fast food, go to Wendy's. Try that. You won't regret it.
This has been Sky Talk, brought to you tonight by Sky. Sky. I soon work on the slogan.
Are you gonna work on a slogan? Alright, cool.
Cause like how I have a slogan for Charlie.
Charlie? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on something for Sky.
Yeah. The two of us get a slogan.
You know, I don't get a slogan yet, you know.
You see, when you get when you get a personal emote in the group chat, then you get a slogan. That's how the rank works apparently.
Sure, fine.
So you're gonna have to talk to Charlie about that.
I'm like, as far as personal emotes goes, mine is a chicken.
Yeah, you chicken man. You've been chicken man for years.
I mean, since back in the days of Summoners were
question.
Chicken.
How did the chicken thing come about? I'm very curious.
Right, as I just speak. Good. I was waiting to tell this. So, back in the day, in the first days of gacha, when gachas were just wee babies, there was a game called Summoners War where we all played as a group. Java knows these days like the back of his hand because we all played it as friends and were salted by the amount of pulls that we would get, which we all wanted. So in that game, you have one unit and they're split into like 5 elements. Let's take for example Zhongli. If they had a Dendro Zhongli, Pyro Zhongli, Chio Zhongli, and all sorts of that. But it would be different. There'd just be different elemented Zhonglis, but it would practically be the same unit. So in that game, they have similar units like that. And in very quick succession, I was able to get the Phoenix units. So I got both. I was about to use Genshin terminology, but I might as well. I got the Electro Phoenix as well as the Pyro.
Sigmarus,
Very quick
Perna,
succession.
and
In extremely quick succession. And it's not like in Genshin where there's a like a guaranteed system at a certain amount. Literally, it just took me like probably 10 more pulls and I got both of them like that. However, the third one is more or less a free unit. And then after a while of playing it, I got the consideration would be the light one. I got the light version of it. No, I got the light one. Yeah, I got the light one. Did I ever get the light one? Yes,
No,
I did get the light one.
You did?
I can't say no, I didn't. I did get the light one.
You bastard.
Yeah, I got the light one.
When?
It gave me for a long time, dog. After a while. Long after. Like, by the time people was like dying down on the Summoners War. For a long time.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah. And then that's just that. And
Yeah,
So
but
because of the
yeah.
Phoenix thing,
I was literally dubbed Chicken God by that time.
because of the
because he
Phoenix,
does.
getting the Phoenix things.
Yep.
Oh.
Very quick succession. And no one else got the Phoenixes in such quick succession. Like,
Well, it took everyone else a longer while.
Yep.
it took everyone else a longer while to get more 5-star units, but no one got 5-star units. They never got the units of the same type like that in such fast succession. So they might have gotten 5-star units, but they weren't, say, of the same type unit. They were like, say, I'm going to have to use Genshin terminology, but like a Hydra Child. And then after they got a Pyro Ningguang after a while. Or not Ningguang. Pyro. Might as well just say Pyro Hutao. They got that after a while. So it wasn't like I got a Pyro Child and then I got a Hydra Child or some shit like that. So it wasn't as quick. And thus I was dubbed Chicken God.
So you were the lucky chicken then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Legit.
I was just a lucky egg.
Literally.
Oh,
Good time.
that was an interesting backstory as to know where you are now known as the Chicken Man.
I mean, like that's not really the story behind my name, though. My
All right, another story time. Go ahead.
Part 2.
So- that one stems back to high school, actually. So back in the day when I more or less just got my laptop for the first time, my MacBook Air, a few people in the school told me about or showed me League of Legends. So that's how I got into League so early. And during the time, because MapleStory was not on Mac at the time. I really wanted to play the new Kaiser class that came out because it was a warrior class, and I really enjoyed every warrior class in MapleStory at the time. So I was just like, you know what? Let's call myself Living Kaiser. That is why when you look at my name, you can usually see the LK and the A are all capitalized. Because those are my initials. So I kept that going. And ever since then, I've been able to get Living Kaiser. So I have Living Kaiser on Twitter, I have Living Kaiser on Twitch, I have Living Kaiser on YouTube, I have Living Kaiser on League, I have it on Genshin, I have it on so many other games. I have not been able to use LIVING Kaiser or LVN Kaiser for that matter.
I'm gonna tell you to knock on wood right now, because the universe is evil.
Wait. There you go.
There we
There.
go.
My desk is wood, so of course I can. But yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't lost it yet.
And that's pretty good because I can't even get my name through all the platforms, to be honest. I have to be freaking changing.
Java is like fucking coffee, dog. What?
No, well,
It's funny enough. It's something you can't drink. Irony.
yeah, I can't drink it. Actually, the nickname itself, yeah, it's really because of the coffee, but it mainly stemmed from
Actually.
geography and math, actually.
Geography.
Geography.
What? Hold on, you have to tell me this story on how you got Java from geography.
High school, dog. So we're going back circa 2009. So we've been doing geography, and the guys found out, at least my friend found out, that there's a place in Jakarta called Java. And in Java, they speak, their language is called Javanese. That's an actual thing. So
Yeah, I've seen that language on Google Translate.
yeah. So because of that, no, my friends was like, "Oh, yo, dog, you're Java." So I'm like, "You just found out that there's a place called Java in Jakarta?"
Yes, today
And
I
he's
was
like,
today. I was 88 years old when I heard that there's a place called Java that speaks Javanese. What?
Yeah, like I've known this for years, but my friend fooled more well. So him just knowing was like no news to me. I just told him
Brother,
that you need to read
what that meant me?
it.
So what that meant me?
You just
We
fooled,
just
dog.
learned that.
You learn something new every day. Don't worry
I was
about
pretty-
it.
Yeah, you learn something new. I mean, no disrespect. Like some folks really just genuinely don't know. But for him, I just roasted him and just said that you just fool. Yeah, and then he's like, "Shut up, dad." But yeah, that's where it stemmed from, and of course the coffee and JavaScript. So you're joking. Anyways. Yeah, so yeah, that's where Java came from. And it hasn't left me since then. And it's funny because people been calling me that, but then for 7 years, no one in school, aside from the one dude, knew my first name, what my first name is. So
Bro,
I
even when
think
I
what
heard that your name was Java, I was speculating whether that was your first name or
you see it there. So what did it in was my homeroom teacher back in upper six. Like she called me by my first name, and of course I just said present. So then one dude was like, "Wait, that's not your first name?" And I was like, "Yeah." So then no, there was an odd silence over the classroom. Right? So then another dude was like, "That's your first name?" I'm like, "Yeah." So then everybody was like shook, no, because like I thought the name was Bounty Killer's first name. And I'm like, no, dog. So everybody was like, bruh, for so much years we
They
know
were
and we ain't know. Like,
you never know your
mean,
first.
I mean,
Your fault, really.
it's your fault. Yeah, we go to school
they were
together. You should
all
have.
utterly and completely bamboozled.
Yeah, they were bamboozled for a while, but after a while, it's like them gone back to calling me what they used to call me. So it's like short attention spans for males, I guess.
Oh.
Alex D.
Short attention span.
short attention spans for males. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're about it. Something about that.
Yeah. All right, man. So much money.
Oh,
Oh,
you
3
managed.
minutes till and 3 minutes till the patch. Yay! Good timing. Good timing.
3 minutes, really?
Yeah.
Oh! Look for the
8:57
time.
here.
Hurry.
Alright.
And I am nearly done the burrito. I've been eating it partly with a spoon. So essentially, okay, to explain. So I bit most of the top of it off, and then started eating the filling with a spoon because it was easier to, get into my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I would tear off more of the burrito, eat in the tortilla, eat that, and then scoop and repeat. Which, it's been rather effective.
Creative
But I
way,
just-
less mess.
I'm definitely gonna have to brush my teeth after this
Maybe
just to
just
make
one.
sure that there's no lasting damage.
Make the fun about this. Really? Oh, yes, Java exists. Jakarta. And this goes for everyone who didn't. The capital of Jakarta is actually Java, if I remember well.
But I don't
So,
think
yeah.
you would have actually noticed
No,
without
the thing
it
is-
being Java.
The thing is, right? Go ahead.
It was really excellent.
Oh, you still love geography.
Yeah, I studied that.
Man, hurry up and
The thing is-
tell the people about peace in the Middle East now. I want to make some good shit.
Anyways, guys, it's been another street podcast. After special shout out to the Thursday and Wednesday. And special shout out to Star.
Hi.
Yes. So, I'm gonna make it. Anyways, guys, tomorrow is Phoenix, right? I'll be well if you're not suffering. Let me read this up now a minute. Special shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Oh, thank you to Charlie for sponsoring this with her fun. And I mostly look forward to that conversation tomorrow on the show. Till then, guys, peace in the Middle East. Take care. You can't go and go do anything.
Gotcha!